The 3rd Separate Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine attacked Russian troops. The attack managed to destroy 2 tank companies and armored combat vehicles of the 4th Tank Division of the Russian 1st Tank Army. The action was announced by the unit's public relations service via the social network Facebook and Telegram channels, complete with a video showing the event, filmed using unmanned aerial vehicles, drones, and kamikaze drones. The attack began with the use of anti-tank missile systems, ATGMs, that destroyed the front of the enemy convoy, while the remaining Russian troops were forced to leave the highway, where they were later blown up by anti-tank mines. In addition to destroying combat vehicles, the attack also targeted operators of anti-tank missile systems, sappers, and enemy gunners. The fighters of the Kharkiv border detachment also managed to destroy 2 shelters, 4 positions, and 4 enemy vehicles using FPV drones. In addition, they also launched an attack on Russian infantry. The video of the operation was later published on the official page of the State Border Service of Ukraine, showing the success of Ukrainian troops in carrying out combat missions in the Kharkiv region. Earlier, ArmiyaInform reported that the Phoenix unit of the RUBpAK Border Guard Regiment of the Revenge Brigade deployed in the Kramatorsk direction also managed to destroy more than a dozen invaders' troops and attack a number of enemy positions. In the Zaporizhzhia region, Ukrainian troops managed to destroy 2 Russian artillery systems, Hyacinth-B, thanks to accurate fire from the M777 cannon. This success was reported by the 44th Separate Artillery Brigade named after Hetman Danilo Apostol. The video showing the destruction of the Russian artillery systems was later provided to ArmiyaInform. In addition to destroying 2 Hyacinth-B artillery systems, the Ukrainian M777 cannon also managed to hit a Russian ammunition storage facility. A large explosion occurred, causing a fire that completely burned the facility and caused significant damage to the enemy's military supplies. The 2A-36 Hyacinth-B is a Soviet-made 152mm Taud gun designed to suppress and destroy enemy forces, including manpower, firepower, and military equipment, primarily in places of troop concentration and strongholds. This gun has great firepower and is used in combat to provide long-range artillery support. The destruction of the Hyacinth-B system and the associated ammunition storage facilities was a major blow to the Russian troops, reducing their ability to provide long-range fire support and disrupting the supply of ammunition much needed in combat. On January 8 and 9, the Russian Federation troops launched a large-scale mechanized offensive in the Kharkiv region, which was the first such offensive in recent months. Alexander Borodin, press officer of the 3rd Separate Assault Brigade of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, revealed the details of this battle on the Yediny Noviny telephone. In 2 days of fighting, the Russian troops, moving with the forces of a tank division to make a breakthrough, lost about 20 pieces of combat equipment in battles with Ukrainian troops. This offensive is also interesting because Russia did not use old tanks such as the T-54, but rather deployed more modern tanks such as the T-72 and T-80. According to Borodin, the use of these tanks shows Russia's efforts to modernize its equipment, in the hope that it will be more effective and meet the needs of modern warfare. However, despite the Russian forces relying on more modern equipment, Ukrainian forces managed to put up significant resistance, destroying much of the equipment and repelling the attack. Ukraine has been preparing for urban warfare in Pokrovsk, a major logistics and transport hub for the rest of the Ukrainian-held Donetsk region, since the summer. However, Russian forces advancing from the south are now heading west of Pokrovsk and are about 7 kilometers, 4.5 miles, from the highway to the Dnipropetrovsk region, according to the Deep State Mapping Group, which has ties to the Ukrainian Defense Ministry. The Russian Defense Ministry on Sunday announced the capture of the Yantarnoy settlement in the Donetsk region, about 50 kilometers, 31 miles, south of Pokrovsk, after active offensive operations.